Hi guys, it's Jillian here at Once Upon a Time Fitness, and today I want to talk about something that is not generally a topic of discussion. Actually, it has never been a topic of discussion on my channel. I have never dove into the depths of politics, but today here we are, and please hear me out because this is super important. So recently the state of California, they proposed a new law, and it was an amendment to their labor law. It passed, and basically what it is intending to do is reclassify independent contractors as employees. So there's a ABC criteria that has to happen for you to be considered an independent contractor. Basically what it is you can own a clothing store, and the person that you are buying your clothes from as an independent contractor, they're making the clothes for you to sell in your shop. That person can no longer be an independent contractor because it is in line with the main purpose of your business, to sell clothing. The person who fixes the toilet that is backed up in your shop, they can still be an independent contractor because you're not running a plumbing business. So with all that said, what happened here was this actually ended up affecting hundreds, maybe more, I don't know how many, of teachers in California who are under contract with VIPKID to be independent contractors. So the issue that we have here is that now VIPKID has essentially pulled out of California. They are not hiring teachers in the state of California anymore. And now all of these teachers that are currently in California and they're under contract, they're worried about whether or not their contracts are going to be renewed. Basically what happens is when you are an employee versus an independent contractor, the company has to pay for your health insurance benefits, and they have to give you paid days off or whatever the law states for that state, whatever the labor law states for that state. Now, the teachers at VIPKID, along with the teachers at many other companies that work as independent contractors for China, they choose to be independent contractors. And I can speak for myself here, and I'm sure I'm speaking for many, many other teachers. I could choose to be a teacher in the United States, or I could choose to do any other job. Before I worked for my company, I was working for the United States Postal Service as a federal employee. This job gives me more personal benefits than any benefit package offered by the federal government could. I am able to make a really good income working from my home. I'm able to take care of my family and be present for things and make my own schedule. There are a ton of benefits to being an independent contractor. The reason that they're doing this is not to hurt VIPKID teachers. Actually, they probably don't even know you exist. The reason they're doing this is to hurt the big companies like Uber and Amazon, who have a ton of money and a ton of employees, and they say, hey, instead of making these employees be people that you don't give benefits to, let's bring them into a benefit package. Why don't you hire them as employees instead of independent contractors? You're taking the cheap way out. I totally get where they're going. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm not saying I disagree with it. I see where they're going, but their intentions have some serious side effects that they did not account for. Now, the state of New York has the same legislation up right now. It's a bill called, it's the Labor Amendment Bill S6699A. And this bill is basically the same thing. It's sitting in the Senate's office right now. They are doing their debating or whatever they do to get everything worked out, to basically iron out the kinks to make this bill work. As soon as this passes, this bill is to be effective immediately. Now, I talked to the senator's office that is sponsoring this bill. They said that this is in the early stages of the bill, and they don't know when it will get passed. They don't know how long this process will take. It could be months. It could be years. But they said it's not going to be an overnight thing, which I know it's not going to be an overnight thing. Come on. Like, nothing happens overnight. But that being said, I think that it's extremely important that we all support our VIPKID teachers. We already saw VIPKID, who has an office in the state of California, pull out of California because of this new legislation and how it can affect them. Now, VIPKID is a little different than some of these other companies because they actually have a satellite office on U.S. soil. I'm not saying it's going to affect PALFISH. Those PALFishers that are watching this, I'm not saying this is going to affect you. What I am saying is that I think that we should all support our VIPKID teachers and maybe any other teachers that this could affect. And I am asking for you to please, please sign your name on the nay section of this bill. I'm going to, in the description box of this video, I'm going to send you to the link where you can go to the bill, read the bill through, and click nay at the top, write your name. I don't even care if you're in New York. The more we get on this, the better. I'm also going to ask you, if you want, please email or call your senator's office. If you don't know who your local senator is, I'm going to put a link in the bio here or in the description here so that you can actually find who your senator is and get in contact them. I contacted my senator this morning and I explained to them, why I oppose this bill, and they put it down. I did email Senator Jackson's office. He is the sponsor for this bill. I did email his office, and I actually talked to I can't remember his title, but he's the one that does all the legal stuff for the bills that they are proposing. He's like the man behind the scenes, basically, that does all the legwork for the senator. I did talk to him. Out of all of the senators, out of all of the senators' offices that I talked to today, not a single one of them knew that this kind of job existed. This industry is so new, and for us, it's our entire world. It supports our family. It has allowed me to get out of debt. It has put me on the path to buying a new home, if you've seen my other video. This industry in our world is so huge, but in the world of the senators, they have no idea that we exist. We are the invisible teachers in this country. We work from our homes. We take care of our families. Who are we? Who are we as invisible teachers? Well, we're mothers. We're fathers. We are teachers making not enough money to support our families, working in the public school systems, and using these companies to get some extra hours. We are people that are trying to do better for ourselves and trying to do better for our families. There's no way that this bill was introduced to try to hurt teachers. It simply wasn't. They honestly don't know that we exist. This bill was introduced to try to hurt the big companies. I am begging you to please, 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 I don't care if you're not a VIPKID teacher, but please support our VIPKID teacher friends. I have friends who are teachers in VIPKID, and they're terrified. They have already seen this happen in the state of California. This is not something that is a maybe to them. This is something that is a pretty for sure thing, that if this passes without an exemption, including ESL teachers, that it is going to hurt these teachers. It is going to hurt their friends who might want to become teachers. So I know that this is a long way from the content that I usually put in here. This is completely different from the things that I usually talk about. But I do feel that it's super important. And, historically speaking, New York State does something, and a lot of the other states follow suit. And honestly, a lot of the other states are already following suit with this. New Jersey is one of them. Washington State is another one of them. I can't remember. There was a list. There was maybe like 5 states that already have a similar bill on the table. If we can make this known that our foreign ESL teachers sitting in the United States have a voice and that we are important too, and that they should recognize that we exist. We can save the jobs of so many single mothers, working mothers, stay-at-home moms, so many people, so many teachers, so many ESL teachers that they depend on this for their income. The English as a second language industry is expected to grow. It's small right now. Yes, VIPKID has 100,000 teachers, and that's just one of the companies out there. But this industry is expected to start booming. It's not getting any smaller. So now is the time where our senators, they need to recognize that we exist, and they need to start including us. They need to include us in these exemptions so that we do not have the same issue that the VIPKID teachers had in California. They need to recognize that VIPKID teachers are important too. If you have a friend, if you have a family member, or if you're even looking into this industry as your new career choice, please, 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 I beg you to vote nay on this bill with the link in the description box. And let them know that teachers matter. The teachers that are teaching to the children in China matter. We have a voice, and we depend on this. We depend on this income to support our families. There are not very many jobs where you can work from home and make the income that you can make teaching children in China. There are not many jobs like that. As a matter of fact, before I found this, I started looking into jobs that you could work online. I started looking at all the big companies, and almost every single one of them said, we don't hire people from New York State. I'm not sure what red tape that has to do with, but there's certainly some kind of red tape there. This is one of the only options for so many people, and it has improved so many people's lives. There is absolutely no reason why this bill has to include teachers who are working for a foreign company. And I mean foreign as in out of the country, not foreign as in out of the state. There is absolutely no reason why this has to include our VIPKID teachers. So if I could just ask you, please call your senator, email your senator, click on the link below and vote nay, put your information in there. I'm going to keep you all updated if I hear anything more on this bill or as it's going. I'm in contact with my senator's office, and they are going to keep me updated on this bill as well. I will update you as things come along or as changes are made. Let's get teachers the exemptions that they need so that our VIPKID teachers can continue teaching in the state of New York. And maybe if we do this, the state of California will follow suit. This is so important. I have a friend who relies on this. I have several friends who rely on this income, working for VIPKID. Let's not hurt them. The state of New York is not trying to hurt single mothers. The state of New York is not trying to hurt people who are working and making money from their iPads or from their computers. They aren't. It's not happening. But without the proper interventions, that's exactly what's going to happen, as we saw it happen in the state of California. Thank you for listening to my rant. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll keep you updated as things come up. And thank you. Bye, guys.